Good morning. So today I am doing a bit of path work. So the other day we had absolutely horrendous rain here, and the water was just running through here through the gate, and it's washed out right in the middle of the path where you walk through the gate. So from here it doesn't actually look too bad, but when you're actually down near ground level you can see it's washed out about 4 inches, because that should be level with the tarmac, and it's nowhere near that. So I'm going to try and do two things. I'm going to try and dig some of the gravel from the side here and bring that back to the middle, because I want to get a channel to the side, so if the water, it's going to carry on running down this way when there's heavy rain, so I'll try and get it to the side so it doesn't wash away in the middle of the path. And I want to try and get that to a raised bit, so I'm going to add gravel to the middle here as well. I do have to be a little bit careful, because obviously I don't want to affect the swing of the gate, and if you build it up too much the gate's going to hit it when you go to close it, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But yeah, I was going to say, should be a relatively simple task. I don't know how far down I'm doing. I'm probably going to go down to about here and then just carry on the channel for the rest of it. I might carry on all the way down. We'll see how I feel. So, right, let's go get some gravel. Okay, so that all looks good. Now I've got to test to see if the gate actually still works. So yeah, as you can see, that dug down into it and created a groove, but that's fine because I've now got a level to work to, so I can now scrape that a little bit flatter and just spread the gravel out further. Okay, so that's looking good. I've compacted it the best I can with the tools I've got. There's a little bit of a dip where it meets the tarmac. I've done that deliberately so it should channel the water to the side of the gate and then run it down in the channel to the side there. There's also a slight slope on this path over to that side as well, so that should keep the water to that side and not where you're walking in the middle. So yeah, as it comes down here, I'm going to continue that channel onto this side. I don't need to worry so much about the depth of the gravel here. There, I was building it back up because of where it had washed away, but here it hasn't particularly washed away. It's just it gets water running across it, so I want to try and get it to the side instead. So yeah, let's carry on with that channel. So that is looking good. So that's got rid of the issue through the gate there. I could carry that on down, but to be honest, this area wasn't too much of an issue the other day when I checked. So I'm thinking, leave that, see how it goes, wait until we've got a next rainstorm and see how the water runs. Because I'll be better off dealing with this bit over here next. So the water carried on and down this path and through the gate there, and it was getting stuck at that gate, so we'll deal with that bit next. Okay, so this is the next problem area. So the water was coming down through the gate there, down the path there, and it following down here. Now I know there's a bit of grass there that does need dealing with, but it's not causing an issue. However, this grass down here is causing an issue. So this grass was holding the water back, and as you can see, we've got a very muddy patch just in front of the gate there, because it's held all the soil, it held the water long enough for any sediment to drop out. So that needs digging out, so we've not got the squishy mud there. But we also need to do something about the water as well. So there's two things I'm going to do. First of all is I'm going to dig down the grass here. Now I've got to be very careful with the swing of this gate, because that is very close to the ground already. But if I dig that down, get rid of all the mud, get rid of the grass, and put gravel in there, then that's something a bit more solid. And I'll also do a small path round to the platform over there, because it was like that before. The grass has just grown in, so that will give it any water here somewhere to go. But the other thing I can do is I can build a mound here and stop the flow from coming through the gate. I can divert it off before then. And to be honest, prevention is better than cure, so if I can stop the water from coming through, then I don't have to worry too much about this bit. But if we do both, even better. So yeah, I'm going to start by emptying that trailer there. Then I've got a nice empty trailer, so I can start putting this mud into it. Right, so I think this bit's done. So I haven't carried on around to there because, to be honest, I don't want to encourage people onto platform 1 because it's getting to the stage that needs replacing. But if water should come through the gate here, it comes to a shallow point just here, so that should run off and soak into the ground or into the lake. But again, I've also built it up here, so there's a bit of a gully there, should direct it off, and it should soak in through over there before it actually gets to the gate. So I will bring a tool in tomorrow and try and get rid of some of this grass from here, but that's not a job for today. So on to the next bit. So this is the final part I'm sorting today. So to be honest, my back's starting to hurt now, so I don't want to do too much. But again, we were having a bit of a puddle forming here. So again, there's two things I can do. I can try and dig that down a little bit so any water coming here can go that way instead. And the other thing is to build this up here so it's actually higher than the grass on this side, so the water has somewhere to go. So yeah, let's start by filling this bit in. Right, so that's this bit done, and that's all I'm going to do to this for today, because my back is absolutely killing me now. So I spread the gravel along there. I'm hoping that solved the issue, and it's not just going to push it further along. We'll have to wait for some rain to find out. But that's covered that muddy patch up there, and it's levelled it with the grass, so hopefully it will soak into the side. I've also dug out this a little bit more, so if there's water build up here, it has somewhere to run. Now that's not actually a path that goes through there, but people stand there when they feed the ducks, and I don't know why, but the grass seems to grow quite happily in the middle of the path where you don't want it, but over there on the mud where we do want it, absolutely nothing, doesn't want to grow. So but yes, I believe we're supposed to be getting some heavy rain in the next couple of days, so if I'm able to, I will get some footage of this all working and the puddles not being here, which would be good. But for now, I shall end this video here, and I shall see you later. So it's a week later, and although I didn't manage to get down during the rain, as you can see, the water is coming across, and it's flowing down the gully quite nicely. Only problem is, it's done pretty much what I thought it might, which is where I stopped here. It's then come back to the middle of the path and gone straight down the middle again. So what I've done down by that gate is working, and what I've done by this gate is working, but the bit in the middle is still a problem. So today I've got the tools. I'm going to see if I can continue this gully along the side here and sort this bit out. Okay, so that's flowing nicely down the side here, and I haven't had to bring any material in, which is good. Saves me on the digging. But now I'm getting to this stage. Now I don't want that gully going too deep there, because that is the disabled toilet. So I don't want a ditch going across in front of it really. Now there is already a slight ridge here, so I'm thinking if I build it up on this side, that'll just contain the water in there and it won't make it any more of a drop to go down. Right, so I'm going to leave that section at that. So the water's now got a nice gully to come down this side here. It goes in front of the ramp there and down through this way. I don't want to build that up anymore across there, because if any water builds up there, it can still come round this mound and come down this way. So that should blend in quite nicely when we get the next rainstorm, like the rest of it has. You don't even notice it's been done. You've then got the water, it flows across here and it heads to the other side of the path here. So it's not affecting the entrance to the gents' toilet, and it seems to carry on this side here quite happily until we get to the grass. So it's just the grass left to deal with. So there we go, that's the path looking better. Now there's still a little bit of grass in there, because where it's so waterlogged it's actually quite difficult to get the grass out. It's a lot easier in the summertime where everything just frazzles if it's damaged. But I was going to say, it's better for now. So if you wondered what the tool was I was using, to be honest, so do I. I know it's Wilkinson's sword because it's got the logo on the handle there, but it's got a brass head on it like that. And it's got this brilliant edge here, which manages to break the roots right off at ground level. And then you've got the rake section here, which helps break up the stony soil and pull the grasses out by the roots, which is absolutely brilliant for this sort of thing. But unfortunately, I don't know what you call it. I'd love to have another one. So if a Wilkinson sword still make them, and anyone watching knows what it is, let me know, and I'll buy another one. But yeah, so that's looking a lot better. I'm going to end this video here because, as you might be able to see, it's trying to rain again. So from the gate there, the water's now keeping to the edge of the path all the way down past the toilets here. Then as it gets into this section, you can see it's quite damp on this side. It's keeping to that side of the path across until it gets to the gate there, where it dives off to the fence post, and it's nice and dry and no longer muddy through the gate. So this is all looking better, and I shall see you later.